Hey, what is up my Fallout freaks? So Nuts here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the newly released information about the upcoming Fallout 4 add-ons, along with the Season Pass price hike. So first, let's talk about the 3 DLCs that are going to be coming out over the next 3 months. First one is Robots, Robots, and More Robots. Even build your own. Automatron, coming March 2016. The mysterious Mechanist has unleashed a horde of evil robots into the Commonwealth, including the devious RoboBrain. Hunt them down and harvest their parts to build and mod your own custom robot companions. Choose from hundreds of mods, mixing limbs, armor, abilities, and weapons, like the all-new Lightning Chain Gun. Even customize their paint schemes and choose their voices. So now this DLC actually sounds pretty cool. So if you don't buy the Season Pass and you just end up buying each DLC separately, this one's going to cost you $10. So that lets us know pretty much that this isn't going to add to the story. This really isn't going to add any new side quests or anything. It's basically just adding an enemy called the Mechanist, which was in Fallout 3, and this is a guy that controls robots, and he's just going to unleash a bunch of evil robots in the Commonwealth. So you're probably just going to be walking around, come across random robots that you haven't seen before. You're going to be able to kill those robots, gather their parts, and then you're going to be able to build your own customizable robot at probably a special workbench that's going to appear at your settlements. And I think that's really cool because in the base game, we have a few robot companions, but we can't really customize them too much. Like, you can add a hat to Codsworth and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. You can't alter the voices, the paint schemes, you know, the different armors and limbs and weapons and whatnot. But this DLC is going to add that. You're going to be able to be your own Mechanist, and I'm going to be creating something like RoboCop if possible, you know, like a human looking motherfucking robot. And if I can't do that, then I'm just gonna make like a Ed 209 looking motherfucker, which is RoboCop's arch nemesis in the movies, because that shit would be badass. I'm gonna just be walking around blowing up raiders and deathclaws and just fucking shit up like a boss. Now they are adding a new weapon, which is the Lightning Chain Gun, so I'm assuming maybe it's just gonna be like a mini gun that shoots lightning bolts and electrocutes motherfuckers till their heads explode, Raiden style from Mortal Kombat. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. And they're also adding the RoboBrain in this DLC, which honestly should have been in the base game because it was in the base game of Fallout 3. And a lot of people were kind of disappointed that they didn't put RoboBrains into Fallout 4. And I guess Bethesda heard the outcry and they were like, alright, we're going to have to make a DLC where we can add in the RoboBrain. And this is it. So this is a pretty cool DLC for $10. I'm liking it. Alright, so the next DLC is build your own arena of death while redecorating your home. Wasteland Workshop, coming April 2016. With the Wasteland Workshop, design and set cages to capture live creatures, from raiders to deathclaws. Tame them or have them face off in battle, even against your fellow settlers. The Wasteland Workshop also includes a suite of new design options for your settlements, like Nixie tube lighting, litter kits, taxidermy, and more. So this is actually a pretty kick-ass little piece of DLC. Now, if you don't have the Season Pass, it's going to run you $5 measly little dollars, which isn't that much. And I know it's not really adding anything significant like side quests, new armor, weapons, and characters and shit like that. But what it is doing is adding the ability to have your own Fight Club, Brad Pitt style, at your settlements. You're going to be able to capture Deathclaws, Mirelurk Queens, Synths, super mutants, raiders, and just put them all against each other in arena style battle, and it's gonna be kick-ass, especially for you console gamers, because us PC gamers, we can already do arena style battles, which I've done on my channel already numerous times by using console commands, because I built me like a little squared circle, and then I just spawn in a Deathclaw and a Behemoth and make them fight each other. I'll spawn in Swan and a Mirelurk Queen, make them fight each other. I'll spawn in Raiders and Synths and make them fight each other. And if you've been subscribed to me for a few months, you probably already watched those videos. Pretty damn entertaining, and it's nice that you console gamers are going to be able to do it. And it's also similar to the Thorn from Fallout New Vegas. And if you don't know what the Thorn is, it's basically an underground fight club in New Vegas where you can bet on certain creatures to beat other creatures, and you're going to be able to do that at your own settlements in Fallout 4. Now, you can either choose to make them fight after you capture them, or you can tame them and make them protect your settlements to prevent raiders from attacking, killing your settlers, and stealing your shit, which is another good thing to do. Or if you want to be a real dick, you can capture them, kill them, and stuff them using your awesome taxidermy skills and have a big-ass taxidermied Deathclaw posted up at the entrance of your settlement and just scare the piss out of the raiders. If you have that set up, raiders are going to be trying to come in, and they're going to be like, oh shit, they got a motherfucking Deathclaw bodyguard. Fuck that, man. I'm not going to get eaten or ripped to shreds. Let's go back the other way, Holmes. I don't know why I made the raider sound Mexican. I don't think I've seen a Mexican raider in Fallout 4. But I just wanted to switch up my voice and not use my shitty voice. But anyways, this looks like it's going to be a fun DLC. Can't wait to try it out. Alright, so the final DLC that was announced was Unravel the Secrets and the Mystery of Far Harbor. Coming May 2016. A new case from Valentine's Detective Agency leads you on a search for a young woman in a secret colony of synths. Travel off the coast of Maine to the mysterious island of Far Harbor, where higher levels of radiation have created a more feral world. Navigate through the growing conflict between the synths, the children of Adam, and the local townspeople. Will you work towards bringing peace to Far Harbor, and at what cost? Far Harbor features the largest landmass for an add-on that we've ever created, filled with new faction quests, settlements, lethal creatures, and dungeons. Become more powerful with new, higher-level armor and weapons. The choices are all yours. So if you don't have the Season Pass, this is going to cost you $25, and that lets us know that this is the big, beefy, story-driven DLC that we've been waiting for. Now, the thing that I'm loving the most about the synopsis for this DLC is it's so similar to Point Lookout, which was my favorite DLC from Fallout 3. Because in Point Lookout, you're getting on a boat to travel to an island to find somebody. In Far Harbor, you're going to be getting on a boat, traveling to an island to find somebody. So those similarities are uncanny. Now, once you get to the island in Far Harbor, it's probably going to be completely different. The island's probably going to look completely different. There's probably not going to be any similar enemies or anything like that. But just the fact that you're hopping on a boat, traveling to an island, looking for somebody, you know, it just reminds me a lot of Point Lookout. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm also hoping that this is going to expand the underwater portion of the game. Because as you know, there's really nothing to do in the water in Fallout 4. Like, virtually nothing. There's not even any mutated fish or eels or anything swimming around in the water. There's a couple of crashed airplanes and ships, but you can't find anything in water. There's no enemies in the water, so I'm hoping that this adds on to that. Now, it does say that there's going to be new faction quests and new settlements. And the settlements kind of scares me because Preston Garvey. Because that motherfucker is constantly asking you to go help out settlements. And I hope, as long as I'm not taking him to the island as a companion, I don't have to hear from him. Because it would be some really shitty shit if we went to Far Harbor and all of a sudden we come across Preston Garvey and he's like, hey, this settlement needs your help. I'll be like, motherfucker, how the hell did you get across here so damn quick? But yeah, other than that, that's like my only worry. Everything else sounds awesome. The fact there's going to be dungeons and new lethal creatures. Oh, I'm so hoping there's going to be big mutated spiders and big mutated alligators and snakes and shit. Like, those three right there should have been in the base game. That's what I was hoping for in the base game. Mutated alligators and snakes and spiders. But maybe they're adding it to the Far Harbor. We're just going to have to wait and find out. And there's also going to be new higher level armor and weapons. What? Now, the base weapons and base armor in Fallout 4 are pretty cool, but they're not that great. So it's good that we're going to be getting some new shit in this $25 piece of DLC. And I just can't wait to play it. I wish it was going to be the first DLC instead of the Automatron and Wasteland Workshop. But I know it's going to take them a little bit longer to finish this DLC. But yeah, so excited for Far Harbor. The other two, you know, so-so. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic. Never mind, I decided I'm going to talk about the season pass in a separate video because this one is already stretched on much longer than I wanted it to, so be on the lookout for that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Catch you later.